Going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, making you work for everything you get.
A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. They'll give him 6 on that play.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Neighbors in motion. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
And the Giants 1st down.
They'll send a man in motion left. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Look live. Get this one complete. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Quick throw here is complete, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down. Give up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
19 Lions, 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Here we go.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds. A gain there of 21. First down, Seattle.
21 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole. I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of it.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Track at 60. Cowboy 80. Split them here. Go.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Throw on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Drive will start on the ground, and he's brought down at the 25. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. To start the drive, he plunges forward for a couple of yards. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 45-yard line.
Cougar 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19. 18. Drop.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On 3rd down, they'll throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. This will be returnable from his own 15. Oh, how about that hit? He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
Down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Shut up. 60, Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. 79, Bronco. Cut 19. Cut 19. Take over.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's down. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10.
Back to the air one more time. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Neighbors in motion. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Max Melton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. This defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard
coming. He'll throw it. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete in 10.
22-yard line.
Let's go now. 6 Hawks, 7 Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Take over.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Steady.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Long, incomplete. Humphrey standing there, able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
A 39-yard attempt.
Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Seahawks will extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Set. Cougar 19.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 43, here's second down and 2. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The run up the middle, it's walking. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 9. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now here's second and goal.
Here we go, sack.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Good blocking, and he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw, taken in. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for it.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
70 Lion.
He'll look to throw. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with a tight coverage as he knocks it away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Quick hitting slant there. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Again, 11 on the play. 1st down, New York.
Motion the slot man left. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end. 3rd, they need 8.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
That is pulled in at the 5. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
And the Giants, 1st down.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Tracy. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. He'll try to run. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tag. Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. 18 Rebel. 18 Rebel. 7 Pirates. 7 Chap 60s.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the
They'll come up here,
46-yard line.
1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 tight. 19. 70 ring. 7 Mustang. 60 buck. 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw yet again. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
18 Carter. 19. 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warrior 70. Ready.
Man, it's A.J. Brown brings it in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. A.J. Brown. Touchdown Seahawks. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. And His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Walker. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches. He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. You got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play for Seattle. 41 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st and goal at the
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. The ball comes out, and I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time.
Let's go now. Half the 60.
And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This will be taken in at the 2. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. For the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Come on, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Check go!
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Now they'll try to run the jet sweep. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3.
Here we go, set!
So it's a win here for the Seahawks. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.